I stepped back, heart thudding. Whoa, 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 whoa! What are you doing? Seriously? You're my best friend! Why would you even try that?
Look, I thought you wanted me here tonight. You seemed scared.
I called you because I trusted you, not for this weird energy. You're sleeping there. I'll take the bed. I pointed to the carpet. He scoffed and grabbed his hoodie.
You know what? I'm not sleeping here at all. I'm leaving.
And there I was, panicking, begging the same guy who just made a move on me not to leave. Why? Well, that's where things get complicated. Keep watching Out of a Book. If your story started with trauma too, share this. Wish you could erase that memory? You're not alone. Hit the bell icon and subscribe. Be part of a family that's healing together, one brave story at a time. So my name's Dahlia, and I grew up in this bubble of love. I mean, picture it. Only child, super close-knit family, tons of love, no chaos. My parents are pretty well off, so I never had to worry about much. For 17 years, my world was sunshine, good grades, warm hugs, and bedtime kisses. No heartbreak, no fear, no pain. But I guess life doesn't let you stay that lucky forever, because when the storm hit, it hit all at once, and suddenly I wasn't that sheltered, happy girl anymore. I was just trying to survive. Starting college was supposed to be my first taste of freedom. Still living in the same city, but away from my parents' constant watch. That's when I met Jace. He was smooth, confident, and had this protective energy that pulled me in fast. Like once this guy at the cafe tried flirting with me and Jace just stepped in.
She's busy.
I wasn't even dating him yet, but the way he claimed me, kind of thrilling. Another time I was sick and cranky after class and he just showed up at my door with meds and snacks like it was no big deal. And once I almost stepped into traffic, Jace yanked me back so fast and snapped in my face.
Don't ever scare me like that again.
I felt safe. Dating Jace was like being in a dream until it turned into a nightmare. At first, his protectiveness felt sweet. He'd hold my hand like he was scared to lose me, walk me to class like my personal bodyguard. Even once stood in the rain just to make sure I got home safe. But then came the shift. One day I laughed at a meme a guy sent in a group chat. Jace saw me laughing and lost it. He grabbed my phone, locked it, and said,
"You don't need to talk to other guys."
I thought he was just jealous, but then at a college party, I wore a dress he didn't like. He looked me up and down and muttered,
"You're just asking for other guys to look."
He slammed the door on his way out, and I stood there frozen. Our arguments kept getting worse. I once rolled my eyes during a fight, and he shoved me. Not hard, but enough. He apologized like crazy afterwards, saying he got overwhelmed because he just loved me too much. The final straw, a girls' night out. I turned off my phone for 3 hours. When I turned it back on, 36 missed calls from Jace. He showed up at my house, grabbed my arm in front of everyone, and said,
"You're coming with me, now."
That night, I didn't cry for him. I cried because I couldn't recognize myself anymore. That's when it really hit me. This wasn't some dramatic, toxic love story. This was fear, the kind that squeezes your chest and makes everything feel wrong. Okay, one night during another blowout, he lost it. Totally snapped. He shoved me so hard I blacked out. When I came to, my head was pounding, and there he was, acting like he was the one that was hurt. I couldn't even process. I just left, shaking. Back home, I completely broke down. I told my parents everything. How the fights kept getting worse, how I felt like I was disappearing. They were beyond furious. Took it straight to the cops. Jace got arrested. But of course he was out in just a few days, like none of it mattered. And then he found me right outside of college, looked me straight in the eye.
"You'll regret this."
I froze. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't even step into class after that. My parents got me into therapy. It was brutal at first. Talking about it felt like ripping open fresh wounds. But I knew I had to face it if I wanted to feel normal again. Still, the fear didn't go away. I was stuck. That's when my therapist said I needed a total reset. New place, new start, so my parents moved fast. Transferred me to a different college, found me a small studio apartment across the city, and filled it with everything I love. It wasn't a perfect fit, but it felt like mine, and for the first time in forever, I could finally breathe again. You know, when I stepped into my new college, I wasn't the same Dahlia anymore. I was quiet, guarded, always watching my surroundings like someone might jump out of the shadows. And while I was lost in my own thoughts, bam! I literally bumped into someone. Of course, it had to be him. Miles, the campus heartthrob. He smirked.
"Girls accidentally bump into me all the time. I guess today's your lucky day."
Ugh, the audacity. I didn't even reply, I just walked off. But that silence, apparently it intrigued him. Because while the entire college drooled over him, he started chasing me with cheesy lines and dumb jokes. Ugh, all of it. Oh, but my heart locked, shattered, and off limits. One day I finally told him straight up, look, if you want anything, it can only be friendship, nothing more. And surprisingly, he didn't push, just smiled. All right, friends it is. From there, things got better. I let my guard down just a little and even shared bits of my past. But all Miles would ever say was,
You went through something rough.
he didn't know the half of it. And while the world thought I was moving on, my little apartment, my so-called safe space, started to feel wrong. Guys, weird. My toothbrush was never where I left it. The bathroom soaps were wet even when I hadn't used them. Some nights I'd find a dish moved or something out of place in the kitchen. At first, I tried to brush it off. My therapist said maybe I was being hyper-aware. Trauma can do that. But the feelings only grew stronger, like I was being watched, followed. Then one night I came home and the shower was literally steamed up as if someone had just used it. I panicked, full body chills. I called Miles in a frenzy and begged him to come over. He did, took me out for dinner just to help me calm down. And honestly, it did work. I felt safe with him. We laughed, ate way too much. And by the time we got back, I was finally breathing easy. But then, out of nowhere, he leans in to kiss me. My stomach dropped. I shoved him away.
Ugh, what's your deal? I thought you were into me.
I told you, I just want to be friends.
Fine, whatever you say.
He mumbled. He was clearly hurt. I tossed him a pillow. You're sleeping on the floor. He groaned, rolled his eyes, but finally agreed, laying down grumpy with the saddest face ever. So we're both lying there, silently scrolling on our phones. Like 15 minutes in, Miles suddenly goes,
I'm hungry again.
Seriously? After all that food?
That's the thing with me. I get hungry every hour. It's a curse. Do you have some ramen or something?
I don't have anything at home. I literally live off takeout, and I don't cook.
I can't stay like this. I need to pop a pill or something to knock out the hunger.
I was so done at that point. Then go get your pill. Get whatever you need.
Oh, I'm not going alone. You're not the only one who gets scared, you know. Come with me.
I rolled my eyes so hard they nearly popped out, but fine. I grabbed my hoodie and went with him. The second we stepped out, he locked the door from the outside and then called 911. Dude, what the hell are you doing? He looked at me, serious, calm, but his eyes, pure panic.
Shh, don't freak out. I didn't want to tell you inside, but I saw someone under your bed.
My blood ran cold. What?
When I was lying on the floor, I saw movement. Someone's there. I didn't want him to know we knew, so I made up the food excuse. Just stay out here, okay?
Before I could even breathe properly, police pulled up and rushed inside, and then everything spiraled. They found him. A man hiding in my apartment. The same guy who's been stalking girls like me for months. He's been sneaking in while I was gone, using my stuff, watching me, waiting. Oh my gosh, he had a freaking duplicate key! That night, he was planning something worse. I was this close to becoming another victim on the news, but Miles, he saved me. And weirdly, I didn't spiral. I didn't fall apart. I felt stronger, like this was a turning point. My past made me sharp, vigilant, and that saved my life. After that, everything changed. Miles and I, inseparable. He even attends the jiu-jitsu classes with me. I'm better at them, though. Well, maybe. I've grown stronger. I will never again let fear own me. Mess with me now, and I'll mess you up right back.